car driving the wrong way on Highway 63 has caused the highway to be shut down at the Discovery Parkway exit. Good evening, I'm Justin Kollar.
And I'm Brittany Pieper. Thanks for joining us. We have a reporter on the scene. She called in and told me one of the drivers told her multiple cars crashed after swerving to avoid a driver going the wrong way. Our reporter could see 5 wrecked cars. We have not heard from law enforcement yet, but it looks like one of the cars was headed south in the northbound lane when this happened. Emergency workers had to pry open one of the cars to get the person or people inside that vehicle out. Then an ambulance took them to the hospital. We will have more information on this accident for you as it becomes available.
1 year later, community members will honor a state trooper killed in the line of duty in Audrain County. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of a horrific accident that killed State Highway Patrol Officer James Baba. Baba was killed in the line of duty while chasing a motorcyclist he clocked going 105 miles per hour. Back in October, prosecutors charged the motorcyclist, Sergei Komarzan, with second-degree murder in connection with Baba's death. Today, a law dedicating a portion of Highway FF in Audrain County to Baba goes into effect. The nearly 10-mile stretch will be renamed Trooper James M. Baba Memorial Highway, ending at the exact spot where the chase ended. Baba became the 31st Missouri trooper to die in the line of duty. He was only 25 years old. The Missouri State Highway Patrol plans to host a dedication ceremony for Baba tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the corner of Highway FF and South Elmwood Drive in Mexico. The ceremony is open to the public. North Carolina authorities arrested a Missouri man wanted for kidnapping his son 3 years ago. Deputies arrested 24-year-old Corey Hotzenpiller at his home Saturday. Hotzenpiller was wanted for kidnapping his then 2-year-old son from his Springfield home. The child is now in the care of the Department of Social Services. The Boone County Fire Department has broken ground and building a new station. Station 16 will be located on East Highway HH and will be constructed as a mirror image of Station 13. The station will be entirely staffed by volunteers. The construction was prompted due to high call volumes at other neighboring stations. One Boone County Fire Department official says the project will be a monumental help to the staff.
Being able to give them some relief on that pressure is monument, because we have volunteers that are going to school, they're going to work, they're trying to support themselves and get through college. And when they're running calls all night long and trying to do that stuff during the daytime, it just takes a toll on the person and the volunteer.
The building will cost $1.3 million. Blumenkamp says he hopes the station is completed within the year. Dozens gathered at Stevens Lake Park today to celebrate the annual Mid-Missouri Pagan Pride Day. The 16th annual Pride Day started at noon with a ceremonial opening. Guests were able to take part in ritual workshops, open mic readings, and sell handmade goods. One organizer says the pagan community hosts the event in Columbia because it's a community that accepts everyone.
I want to say that I think it's really awesome that Columbia is really a center of openness in our state. Statewide, we probably have the most lenient community. We're supported, we're allowed to be open like this and have events without too many people being really worried about it.
Pagan Pride Day has previously been held at Peace Park, but due to growing numbers, officials decided to change this year's venue to Stevens Lake Park. An incredible rescue caught on surveillance camera. A cop pulled a man off a New Jersey subway tracks with barely a second to spare. A transit police officer puts his life on the line to save a man lying on the tracks. The brave officer was determined to pull that man to safety, even though the man resisted. It was a close call. Officer Victor Ortiz was able to move the man out of harm's way, split seconds before the train thundered down the tracks. A historic announcement today about the end of more than a half-century fighting in Colombia. The South American nation's biggest rebel movement says it will halt all military activity in the country beginning at midnight tonight. The two sides negotiated for nearly 4 years before announcing the peace deal on Wednesday. The order calls more than 7,000 armed rebels in the country to cease all military activity against Colombian security forces. In more than 50 years of war, more than 220,000 people have died and millions of people have been displaced. Video from the besieged city of Aleppo, Syria Friday shows the aftermath of an airstrike on the country's largest city. It shows the chaos produced by the continuing battle for the northern Syrian city. The Syrian government and its ally Russia are the only ones operating helicopters over Aleppo, but the Syrian government denies it uses barrel bombs. Well, Major League Baseball's regular season is winding down, so that means every game is crucial in the race for the AL and NL wildcard spots.
We'll have highlights from both Missouri teams battling it out for a spot in the postseason. Sports is next.
Thanks for staying with us. Here's a look at what we'll be following on KOMU 8 News at 10. An acrobatic pilot and former Army Special Forces officer died during an air show yesterday. Details of what happened and where coming up at 10.
Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow to start off the work week. Temperatures are going to warm to a high of 88 degrees. More chances for afternoon storms lingering into the evening hours especially. And looking at the beginning of the week, that pattern sticks around for both Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly even to Thursday. But as we look at Labor Day weekend forecast, temperatures pretty nice. 86 degrees for both Saturday and Labor Day Monday.
I feel like after having so much rain over August that
It's been a very wet
a lot of people will be happy to have a nice Labor Day weekend, especially people who own businesses out at the lake.
Yes, it'll be a good
Definitely
weekend for the lake.
That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.